welcome to Knit One.
Part 2, episode 125.
I'm Sheila, also known as Sheila D37 with a pen in my head. Sorry.
And I'm Wendy, also known as Penny Wenny. And if you're a first-time viewer, welcome to the show. And if you are returning, thank you for coming back.
Yes.
So, first things first, the knit-along. We have not finalized the knit-along. I've had several really good suggestions.
Yeah, what good suggestions?
A sweater knit-along.
Won't happen with me, but go ahead. Well, any size. It could be a doll. It could be...
Right.
Yeah,
We
all right.
never actually do the knit-along. But actually, I'm knitting a sweater. That was one of the things.
That's a good one.
Sweater knit-along. Somebody else had... Pat, Looney Hiker, suggested something, and now I can't remember what it is. Anyway, Sheila and I haven't discussed it yet, but we will announce it in September, the first show in September, and I'll put a thread up and everything. So it'll be for September and October. And along with that, we got an amazing prize donation this week from Kat Stacey,
Yes.
also known as Kathy. I can't even tell you. This has been sitting in... No one has been able to go to the mailbox for the last few weeks. And I got a message asking if we got it. And the post office guy that I know was like, I thought you were never going to pick this up. I was like, I was out of town. So she sent the most amazing prizes.
I was just going to say one.
This is self-striping superwash merino nylon sock in the crocus colorway from Ladybug Fiber Company. She's Ladybug Fiber on Etsy. There's also a little Ladybug stitch marker. That came. A bird leg bags. It is bird leg, right?
Yes, that's what you said.
Bird leg bags from birdlegbags.com. A little owl bag. Also has a Ladybug stitch marker and a cute little owl pull. And it's a small
little
cube
box.
bag. I hope you can see it. There you go. Cube bag. It's adorable. And the thing that I'm the most excited about, Vesper sock yarn in Boogeyman, Halloween theme.
Ooh.
Whoops. But wait, there's even more. Vesper sock, striping sock yarn in Trick or Treat colorway.
That's cute.
But wait, there's even more.
Oh, please.
This is my favorite. Vesper yarn self-striping sock in Witchy Woman. These are the cutest yarns ever. So somebody at the end of October is going to win some of this. Not all of it. We're going to spread it out.
You know what? Maybe we could have one, maybe the most Halloween-y one. This one here, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe we can think of a
during
contest
the month.
during September so that maybe people who like to knit Halloween socks.
Yeah, that definitely, because these are awesome. So Kathy, I cannot even thank you.
I know, thank you
This
very
is
much.
an amazing prize donation. Everybody who watches and participates in the contest should be thanking Kathy right now, because this is awesome. So those will be getting given away this fall. So keep posted for contests. I know that we're nearing I think we're halfway to our 2,000 viewers mark.
Close to 1,500?
We're around 1,500, I think. If we make it to 2,000, we'll have a big blowout giveaway at 2,000,
well,
too.
I was thinking maybe we should do it even at 1,500.
And we might have already blown by 1,500.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll tell you in a minute.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. I look at it every once in a while.
No, we're not close. 12:38.
Oh.
So maybe we should do it.
If we make 1,500, we'll do a
small
giveaway.
Yeah.
So if you haven't joined our group, join it. Because if we can get that number up to 1,500, what we do is we draw from every single person on the members list.
Yes.
And give out prizes. So that'll be awesome. All right, on the dance card. I'm going to go first because I'm going to bang it out. The first thing that I have on the dance card is my Diabolical Yarns sweater. I'm knitting it out of Flower Shop Inferno hand spun. It's a heavy worsted Aran weight yarn that I spun myself. And I was doing it from a pattern that I mentioned last week, was called Fantastic. But since then, I have ripped the one thing that was the same about it. I rewrote the measurements on it, and I rewrote the shaping. The pattern had short row shaping, and I just wanted to do side shaping. I didn't feel like doing short row shaping. The only thing that was the same on it was the hem, and I ripped the hem out. So this is basically now a sweater of my own design. There is nothing about this sweater that I am doing right now that has anything to do with the pattern that I bought. So the yoke is going to be similar. Okay. Like I'm going to use the design that she put some garter ridges on the yoke. Okay. I'm going to do that. So I guess this is going to be a sweater of my own design whose yoke is inspired by that.
There you go.
But so this is how it looks so far. I love it. I love it so much. The hem, I've had a problem with the hem. The first time I knit the hem, I knit it on this, I'm knitting it on a US 9. The first time I knit the hem, I knit it as a garter hem, which is what the pattern has for the thing, and it curled big time. So I ripped it out. I ripped the whole thing out. I had like 4 inches in it. I ripped it all the way back to the beginning, and I knit a garter hem on size 8 needles. I went down a size, and that still curled. So then Lois had a suggestion last week that I fold the hem and hem stitch it. So I did that, and it still curled. So I was actually in Children's Hospital for nothing terrifying, but I had a lot of time to kill at Children's. So I cut the yarn, and I just ripped the hem off, and I knit a 1x1 rib, and it's still curling a little bit, but I think it'll block out. I knit it in a smaller size needle too.
It's not the yarn, is it? I mean, it could be the way the yarn is biasing. It could just be the colors.
I love this. I know not everybody likes stripes, but I purposely spun this to do these stripes, and I think it is going to be awesome.
This is going to be something you wear. This
is one of my Rhinebeck sweaters. My other Rhinebeck sweater you've seen, and I finished it very early on. I might have even finished it before January. Is my Skipperdy sweater, which is also out of hand spun. So, yeah. But
At this point, I'll be lucky if I have Rhinebeck socks. Or better yet, a Rhinebeck scarf.
This is coming along great. I'm into my second skein of yarn. And I am just about finished with the decreases to the waist. And then I'll knit a couple of inches, and then I'll start the waist shaping. This is measured. I actually used my finished Skipperdy sweater to measure the where I wanted to do the increases and everything, because I like the way that fits, so that I can make sure that this is going to fit me the right way, because it would be horrible to knit a whole sweater and then have it, especially a hand-spun sweater, and then have it not fit. So I'm really happy with it. I've been doing a lot of knitting on that. A lot of ripping out on that is really what I've been doing. But I'm enjoying it quite a bit. And I actually used my spreadsheet that I use for tech editing to figure out all the numbers for the sweater. Good. So I could easily write my pattern up and make it a sweater pattern when I'm done.
Absolutely.
So that's number 1 on the needles. Number 2 on the needles is my seashell shawl. I did 1 row because I have been really busy.
That's right.
1 row, and I didn't even do a whole row, as you can see.
It looks pretty though.
Love it. I literally have 2 rows left until I am done with the body.
Now, with the edging, is it knit around, or is
all the way around,
or is it knit like this and around?
It's knit sideways all the way around.
So by the time you meet edge to edge, you're going to be done.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to take a long time to knit that edging.
Now, how many stitches is the edging?
I don't know. It's a lot, like 30. It's a big edging.
30 stitches back and forth.
Over and over and over and over.
Okay.
It's going to take a long time. But I love it. It's coming out so gorgeous, and it's so soft because of the silk.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like raw silk, but this doesn't feel icky like
No.
gorgeous.
Is it pure silk, or
it is 100% pure
else?
Silk. This is Blue Moon Fiber Art Silk Thread 2, and it is 100% silk.
We're not, fans of Blue Moon.
Not all right. And that's not like we love Blue Moon Fiber Arts or anything like that. So, yeah. It's kind of
sad. I'm donating something to a charity, and I chose Wool Minds over Blue Moon.
If it were me, I would totally do that. So yeah, that's in my little crab bag, and I always have to show, when I show the crab bag, I always have to show my Jessalou
Shrimp bag.
shrimp, because it's a seafood theme.
Oy. Oy.
I like have so many bags now. I gotta like ask Jess to go through her stash and find specific, like, it's really bothering me if I can't make a theme.
Oh.
Like, it's starting to bother me. Like, I have this bag, which I'm going to show you later, but I don't really have anything that goes with this theme. I'm like, I gotta either get something that's black and white from Jess, or like some kind of a mustache thing.
Isn't that cute?
Yes, that's super cute.
Another mustache bag.
Yeah, I love it. So those two things, and the last thing on the needles, and this is what has been sucking my time. If you watched last week, this is the bag that Lois gave me when I went to visit her.
I need to see what this thing looks like too. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I should have brought it, but it was too much stuff. I didn't bring the loom. So I've been using my Zoom Loom.
How big is the Zoom Loom? Obviously not very.
The Zoom Loom is about this big. And you just use a needle. I'll show it to you the next time.
I think I actually will be getting out of work early next week, and the kids will be in school, so maybe I can actually come over.
Is it on Friday?
No, it's Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. That's
Friday,
totally,
my kids don't have school,
Mine
but I'll
don't
be
either.
working until 1. So.
Mine don't either. So, totally, yeah. Awesome.
Sorry.
Sorry, that's really exciting because, first of all, I don't drive to Sheila's house, which is always exciting for me. And second of all, we have no kids.
And third of all, we haven't seen each other.
No, I feel like I don't even know you anymore.
Yeah.
So I showed you last week that I had been making these. I found out that by using 9 yards, I can double the, just over 9 yards. And I measure it by doing this. 1,
because that's
2,
a yard, yeah.
By doing 9 of those, I can double it. And I like the look of the doubled one so much better.
Holy cow, wait a minute. I love how this came out.
I know.
My God.
I have to show you some of the things.
Look at that. That looks like you planned it.
I know. The self-striping, or the variegated yarn, is so fun. It always comes out in some kind of a plaid, but you never know what you're going to get. Like, I kind of love this one. This is self-striping yarn, and it's like a picnic tablecloth.
It is.
And then where's the other one that was?
This one
came out like exactly square. Like, you never know. This one has like the side stripe. This one just looks striped.
That's cute.
This one came out really tableclothy.
And that one too.
This one, I love this one though because there's no solids. It's all lines, so it looks like big weaving made out of small weaving. You know, this one had some plaid in it. This one has like this random square in the middle. You know, and this one's all over. It's not really defined.
Maybe, how much was the Zoom Loom?
$39.
Maybe I'd get one for Zachary because
he would enjoy it. Lily enjoys it.
Because that way he can make things and
I love this one because the light stuff goes in a diagonal across the middle in a random pattern. I did one with the sparkly yarn.
Is that Dream in Color?
That's Dream in Color. That's from the scrap bag. I know. Remember that yarn? This one. I love this one because it's got this side stripe. It's kind of fun. Like, it takes like 10 or 15 minutes to do one square. It's really fast. So I'll sit down when I'm tired of knitting and I'll grab my scrap bag because I had a huge, remember that lady donated me all those scraps? I have a huge scrap bag, and I'll just pull out some yarn, and I'll start doing them. And I never know what it's going to turn out like. Like, it's always exciting.
It is exciting. I can see that.
And I am planning on doing a rainbow-themed blanket. I'm going to organize the squares in diagonals so that they go from warm to cool.
Okay.
And I have been talking to Sheila because I'm deciding what color I'm going to use, and I'll show you a little bit later. I had about 13 of these that were woven with a single piece of fingering weight. I didn't like that look. This is much more solid. And it just feels better. I think this will make a better blanket weight. So, but yeah, I'm totally having fun. How many? I have like 25 of these now. 2, 3. 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 22, 23, 24. I have 26 of these. This represents just a couple of hours of my time. And I think Sheila and I were just figuring out I need like
60 total, maybe?
No, I think 80. I think I need like 80 squares.
Oh,
so I need 60 more to do a blanket. And, you know, like, if I did this every day, I could finish a blanket. I could finish the squares for a blanket. Like
how many days did you work on that? Like, how many squares do you think you did a day?
Like maybe 3 or 4 squares a day. I don't do a lot. Like one night I think I made 6 squares because I was watching a movie and I just kept doing it. But it's kind of like potato. It's like potato chip, you know. You're like, when you get this, you're like, I'm gonna try another one and find out what it looks like.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of it's interesting. It's
and
not
the solids
boring.
are nice to throw in for the mix.
Yeah, I have a lot of semi-solids that just come out like a square, but I really like the variegated ones because it's a surprise. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen.
Kind of like when you use the variegated for a cotton dishcloth diagonally, and all of a sudden you're like, wow.
Wow, yeah.
It looks so much more complicated than it is, and people say, oh, that's cool. Did you do that? No.
You don't know. So that is my third thing on the needles.
Is that?
And now it's your turn.
Oh. Sorry, I'm just trying to finish a row. So, unfortunately, I'm still working on the diagonal square baby blanket. My knitting mojo it's fallen off of a cliff, and it's gone. It's dived right into the deep end. But watching all that, I don't know. The cooler weather's coming, so my knitting, I'm craving it a little bit more. But I am just so exhausted. I'm also trying to stall for my last stitch. So I finally cast on the final color of purple. And I need to finish this because she's due any day now, really. So
tell me if that's done.
Tell me if that's in the shot because I can't. Oh, backside, I can't see. So
yeah, move this more towards me. There we go.
This is the blanket.
This is what she's working on right now. Like I love
the colors.
I do too.
I'm jealous actually now. It's a good thing she's a good neighbor because
you'd want to keep it.
It's so soft and squishy. That's why I love cotton. But I am almost done. I'm on my last purple color, and then I'll go to the white for the end. What I did, just so you know, instead of knitting the last stitch, I pulled the yarn forward and then knit the first stitch, and it gives it a really nice clean edge.
That's that Stephen West edge that we like. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know if that has a real name, but I got.
I don't know. That's the only way I'll do my edges.
For some reason, if you slip at the end instead of the beginning, it makes a better edge. I don't understand why,
either,
but it just does.
It's almost like an I-cord edge.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Thank you, Stephen West.
I see something on here, but it's actually on the computer screen. I'm like, where is it?
There we go.
So I'm getting there.
It looks
slowly
good.
But surely. I am working Sunday at my flub job, but lately Sundays have not been slow enough for me to pull that out. I'm working today and tomorrow, so I may bring this and see how it goes, but it's kind of hard because we're actually open for outpatients, and I don't want to.
So it's like you don't want to be sitting there.
No, if I'm knitting anything, I'd rather have a small sock project, or usually I have my Kindle that I can just slide.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm actually working on something because it's black. You know what I mean?
It doesn't say I'm just hanging around.
Yeah, exactly. So
I hear you.
I'm getting there. Slowly but surely, I'm getting there, and I will get there eventually. I promise. And then after that, I don't know, because I got your mom's slippers. I got the sweater that I got to finish.
By the way, my mom finished one of your socks, and she's on sock number 2.
Is getting those socks determined on whether or not I finish her slippers?
No, I'll probably bring them back when I come back from the beach.
I should send her another skein.
I know, seriously, she'll do it.
Because
right now, skein, she'll do it.
Because right now I haven't been knitting socks for me, for my boys. Max, I'm supposed to be knitting those socks. Yeah, I think I might rip them out because he is now in a size 10 and a half. He's bigger than my husband, his feet. I'm like, yeah, that's where I cut the line. Unless I make worsted weight wool socks.
Yeah, that won't.
So unfortunately, I'll have to tell him ain't getting
them. Buddy. Your days of hand knit socks are over.
Until he at least stops growing.
Right.
So when he stops growing, then I'll make a pair that will.
Yeah, that's a good plan. So is that all you have on the needles?
Actively?
Yes.
Actively is even a poor for choice of words. Yes, that's all I have.
So
but in the meantime, I've knit like 5 rows just
I
because
know.
it's getting shorter and shorter.
I know it because it's speeding up. So I have one date to rate. So I showed you last time that I had made, and I was
Get one
talking
of those squares
about it.
so that you can show the difference.
That I had made a bunch of single stitch Zoom Loom squares, and you can see how holy they are. This is how it's quite a difference. It's much more compact.
Do you have any more of that monkey sock yarn left?
Yeah, I do.
You need to do one of those doubled.
Oh, I did. Didn't I?
No.
Oh, yeah. I thought I redid it. I'm going through now and redoing some of the ones that I did in this one. So anyway, my daughter said she would like a scarf made out of it, and I needed to experiment with different ways of attaching them. So I pulled out some Dale of Norway yarn. It's horribly scratchy. I'm going to try washing it with some conditioner to see if I can soften it up. And I looked at a couple of tutorials and saw how to connect them together. And I made this rainbow stripe scarf for my daughter.
Yeah, did you plan the colors?
I did.
Because it looks really good.
To be rainbow. Because that's kind of what I'm going to do.
It reminds me of a color, the spectrum almost.
Yeah, I love it. And I'm going to put some, I'm going to block it. I'm going to put some fringe on the ends. And it's just a little scarf. My daughter thought she would like it. And it would be super soft if it wasn't for this horribly scratchy Dale of Norway sport weight yarn. Hilo, Heilo is the yarn brand. I have a bag of it that I got from, it's the one in New Hampshire, not the one where the lady died, but the other one.
You'll Love It? Or is that the one?
You'll Love It, where the lady died from cancer? I don't know. It was the one that moved the store into a smaller space. That was You'll Love It.
Could have been the combination of the two.
Yeah, I got it. I got like a bag. And you'll notice that this is kind of wonky because when you do single, it also made the squares vary in size quite a bit. But if you look at the ones that I did doubled,
they're more uniform.
They're much more uniform. So I think that it was a good experiment. I love it that my daughter wanted to do something with them. Sheila doesn't like the dark. I think it looks like stained glass, so I kind of like it. But I've been thinking about doing my blanket with charcoal gray, just because it's not quite so harsh, and my couches are charcoal gray, so it would tie in more with my couch, because it's going to be like a throw for my couch. But that's kind of what it's going to look like. I single crocheted around each square, which took me like 2 minutes. And then I single crocheted them together. And then I ran another row of crochet around the edge to neaten it up. I think with a blanket I might do a more decorative edge, like I might do a double crochet edge or something a little more hefty. But I think it looks really good. I like the colors. I like the way the colors change. And this is also really great because it gives me an idea of how many squares across I want to make my blanket. So it was a good learning curve. But I'm going to try, like I said, washing it with some conditioner to see if I can get, now my hair's all fuzzy, see if I can get this scratchy yarn to soften up a bit, because I wouldn't want this around my neck. So anyway, that's my only date.
Yeah, I have nothing. Don't even ask.
So,
Whirlwind
Romance. I want to do a really quick thing. I have not been spinning anything, but when I was at Fiber Festival...
Can I ask a question to interrupt? Did you ever pick a prize for the Tour de Fleece?
Yeah, okay. And the lady never got in touch with me. I need to email her.
Okay.
And the other prizes are packed up and ready to go, so those are going to go out tomorrow, the ones that I just drew. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. But, the lady never, I announced her name, and she never claimed the Tour de Fleece prize, so I got to PM her.
Okay.
It's too bad, because it's a nice prize. Anyway, so I was at Fiber Festival, not this last weekend, but the weekend before, and I didn't talk about it much when I was at Lois's house, because I didn't want to bring everything with me.
Right.
But one of the people I caught up with was my friend Josette. She's the second person that I ever bought hand-painted yarn from back in the day. And I love her stuff. And since I spin, I love her stuff even more because she makes these bats that are amazing. So even though I didn't buy anything from her at Fiber Festival this time because I needed to catch up on all this other stuff that I have from her, I wanted to show off some of her things really quickly because I think she's underappreciated. I do. Her stuff is amazing. This is called Freshwater Pearl, and you can't see it really well.
It's gorgeous.
But it's got like blues and cream and brown and a little bit of sparkle, and she makes these bats, and sometimes you're like, those colors are crazy together, but then when you spin it up, it's like magic. So I have two of everything, of course. This is Freshwater Pearl. This one I just got recently. This is Dragon's Blood.
Ooh.
It is all smushed up.
Oh, wow. What kind of fiber is that?
I can tell you, I have the card. It is wool, sparkle, and sari silk. And it's red, but it's got all these other like
burgundies
colors like in there to give it depth. And that's what she does with her bats. It's got blue in it. I mean, the overall effect is, she is just really a master, I think, at blending colors. I love this one. It's hard for me to spin her stuff because I like it so much. I'm scared that I'm going to wreck it. So I have that one. And then I have this one that I bought recently. I got this one in Maine. This is Black Magic Woman. This has
wow.
Is this not so amazing?
It's black with a rainbow of colors.
Black with a rainbow of sari silk in it.
Wow.
And I hope you can see it. It's like and shiny and sparkly, and it is super amazing. And I'm really excited. I want to make that into a lace wig.
To see how that would work out.
It's going to be gorgeous. And then I have, last but not least, I have this one, which is called Silver Spring.
That's
and
pretty.
This is silver with a little pale blue. You have to open it up to really see the color range in it. It's not what it looks like. It's like amazing with all these blends of different colors and textures in here, and it's got silver sparkle in it. I have two of these too. I bought these. This was like the first bat I ever bought from Josette, and I'm like I said, I'm afraid to spin it. I'm also going to show you in a little picture. I spun up two bats from her in the I'm going to say jonquil colorway, but I'm not 100% sure. Iris or jonquil. It was a flower colorway. And I spun them together with some Into the World. And I knit this amazing shawl for my sister-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to put a picture of that up here so you can see it. And I also she makes yarn. She doesn't just do bats. And I'm going to show you the shawl in a little picture that I made for my sister-in-law from her sock yarn in the treasure chest colorway. And it came out. It's the one that we did in the summer knit-along.
Yeah.
Crazy Kitty.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That came out gorgeous. So, yeah, check out her shop. I heard a rumor, and I'm going to find out more information about this, but I heard a rumor that she's coming out with sweater quantities of yarn.
Oh, wow.
Which could be pretty awesome. So take a look at her shop. I'll link her shop in the show notes. And if you like spinning, those bats, you don't even have to do anything. You just hold them near your reel, and it like goes into yarn. So that's my whirlwind romance. Josette, underappreciated and totally awesome. She also has a bat club called Happy Hooves. And I was really hoping to do this last week when I went with Lois, because Lois is in the Happy Hooves club. She heard about Josette from me, and she went and she loves the club. And she had already sent all of her club stuff home with her husband when he came the last time, so she didn't have anything. So I was like, because I really wanted to show those. Some of those club bats. Diane was in the club too, so some of those club bats are amazing. I might have to join that club. That might be the next club that I do. So that's it for Whirlwind Romance. Future dates, I'm just telling you, I have one not a future date. I am not going to knit Hero.
No, okay.
I've been announcing Hero. I am eventually going to knit it.
Just not right now.
I'm not going to knit it right now. A lot of people are wearing Hero to Rhinebeck, and it's a gorgeous sweater. And you know Julia. Have you met Julia? The designer. Julia Farwell Clay.
I don't know.
She's in my guild, and I talked to her actually at Fiber Festival about Hero.
Kelly make one?
Yeah, Kelly's is
the
gorgeous.
Yeah, she wore it at the Connecticut.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was gorgeous.
But and Julia's, thrilled that everybody's making the sweater. And if you go and look on the Hero pattern, it's HIRO. You can see the amazing different colors people use. But a lot of people are doing it for Rhinebeck, so I don't want to have the same sweater.
No, I hate it.
Yeah, Rhinebeck. But I bought the yarn for it in May, so I am probably going to knit it after Rhinebeck.
And what did you buy for it again?
I bought yarn. I bought shades of purple with
That's
a bright pop of blue, and I got it at Webb's when I went up there with Diane during the tent sale weekend.
Yeah, there's already 70 projects.
Yeah, a lot of people are knitting. It's gorgeous. I love it. I'm so happy, but I don't want
That's
it.
pretty.
I know. Some of them are just amazing.
Some of them are just simple. Oh, well, that's actually
I know
pretty.
I've had it on my list. I've been saying it's a future date, but it's off the future dates for now. I'm going to work on other stuff. So, and that's it for me. You have any future dates? My mom's sock, slippers. That's it.
Well, just the fact that I need to finish this blanket, and then I am going to attack your mom's slippers. Those shouldn't go so bad because it's the same color. I don't have to switch colors.
No.
Just so you know, Mom, I'm not doing the bumper on the slipper. Just so you know.
Just do the way you do yours.
Yeah. Because there's a bumper on the slipper, and I've never actually done it. It looks good.
Yeah.
But from what I read, it's a pain in the tush. So
she's not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Hey,
beggars
people can't look gift horses in the mouth.
I was just going to say,
beggars can't be choosers.
When you're asking someone else to knit your slippers,
yeah, you take what you get.
Well, at least she doesn't need them right now.
No, not at all. So that's it for our future dates. Crushes and heartbreaks. I have a list. Number 1, school is starting. That is a crush.
Next Tuesday, 27th for us.
Yes, me too.
So 27th, 28th, and 29th, the kids have Friday off.
And the 29th, Jack has an eye appointment. So.
Oh, no, I'm just saying.
Yeah, they do. And then they have Monday off the following week. It's a 4-day,
Labor Day weekend.
So that's my number 1 crush. Number 2, my other crush is Lois's camp. Knitting is my bag camp in Maine. I had an awesome time there. Thank you, Lois. My kids cried and did not want to go home on the last day.
I wish we could have gone, but it's a good thing we didn't because we forgot about the fact that
I never even thought about it, but
can't go in
her
lakes.
son wouldn't have been able to go in the lake.
And that's torture.
It would have been torture because they spent a lot of time. In fact, Lois spent a lot of time in the lake where her phone was destroyed.
She spent a lot of time in the
lake with the phone in her pocket. She took my kids on a kayak ride and on a paddle boat ride.
See, and that sounds innocent enough that you think, well, Zachary could do that, but if the boat fell, which it did.
He really can't. Well, the boat didn't fall.
Oh, okay.
Lois fell getting into the boat. The boat was fine.
Because I've been thinking about trying. We have a local pond that does canoeing, and I was thinking about taking Zachary, but I can't even risk it.
No, I didn't even think about it until when they were swimming around in the weeds, and I was like, "Oh, Zachary really wouldn't have been able to do that."
Unfortunately, not.
Yeah, but we had an awesome time, so that's my crush. And then my heartbreak is I had to go to Children's Hospital this week. Nothing major. Nobody's dying or anything.
How's she doing? Still nothing.
We're working on it. My daughter's just been sick for a while with a tummy thing that we're trying to get through. And
what's that?
So, how about you?
Crushes and heartbreaks. I finally got my crown fixed. Got my crown in Monday. I got my crown. It feels so weird to have an actual tooth. I've never had a crown, so it actually feels like a real tooth.
It does.
I've never had. Yeah, it's I can actually chew on this side without it hurting.
Did you have to have a root canal?
This is the old root canal from 10 years ago.
Okay, because I didn't have a root canal. I just got a crown.
No, this is the old root canal from 10 years ago when I was pregnant with Zachary and never got it done. And now she's trying to talk me into replacing some of the fillings. But the new root canal, I need to have a consultation for what's called a crown lengthening because it goes so far down. I think what they do is they bring your gums down.
I can't even stand it. I don't even want to hear about it.
So I have to at least have a consultation because if I get that one fixed, then I can chew on both sides of my mouth, which would be nice. And I was putting it off with my other dentist because it was $500-something, but he wasn't in the network.
Yeah, I know.
This one's in the network. It was only a little over $300. What a difference!
I know. That's like my fillings were
and
like...
also, heartbreak in is I found out my old dentist really not up to snuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary because now I have to go get a cleaning every 3 months because I have gum disease.
Because he was not on top of it.
No.
That's scary. Like,
It is
she was
scary.
telling me, Wendy, the x-rays are on a computer in the new office. And I'm like, yeah, for the last 10 years.
But she took an x-ray to see how the crown fit.
Mm-hmm.
They took an old-fashioned x-ray. So that, I don't know if there's a difference, maybe more reliable.
I can't remember what they did for my crown.
But for the crown, she took, because it was only one.
I'm like, they've had that x-ray in place for like 10 years.
But, it just made sense because whenever I got a cleaning on the other one, I know this sounds weird, but when you get a cleaning, it hurts. But it's like a good hurt because you feel like it's really cleaning. Well, it always hurt, and I'm like, you need to do it more. It's like I wanted a little bit more pain. Like I said, it sounds weird, but it made me feel that it was getting clean. And it just never felt good. I know.
Yeah.
So me and my husband are very happy with the dentist we're going to.
Yeah, I love my new dentist too. And my husband he has to get some dental work done. He has 2 cavities. Because he hasn't been at the dentist in more than 2 years.
Well, see, that's the thing that really upset me too, is I was very faithful going to my dentist every 6 months for cleaning.
And when you do
never
that, you expect to have healthy teeth.
Yeah.
And that if something is going wrong, that they're going to be like, hey, you need to watch this, use this special mouth rinse.
But on the other thing too, you wonder, is the new dentist just trying to rake in more money? It's like, you kind of wonder, are my teeth really that bad? I don't know. It's hard to say.
I'm thinking, based on what I know of your older dentist, that they are
It might be, yeah. So I've been very faithfully flossing my teeth at least once a day, brushing them twice a day. I'm like, because if I do this, I can reverse most of the damage. Kids are going back to school. Hours at work are just... It's been...
I never see Sheila.
I've been
feel like
working
I don't
a lot.
even know her anymore.
The reason
I know you.
I know, and I haven't been calling because I get home and I am just so dead dog tired because I'm waking up at 3:30. I'm working till 1. My kids, we've done a few things this summer, but this is the first summer that I have not been around.
I know. I mean, usually
we're at your pool or
whatever.
whatever.
We'll go to the beach. And this summer, the same for us because we've traveled. Like, the kids have traveled every couple of weeks. I feel like Jim was like, what have they been doing when in between these vacations? I'm like, we just lay around the house. We're all so exhausted.
Yeah. So today we're recording. It's actually Thursday. We're recording early because a coworker of mine who's been having issues off and on finally found out that it was her gallbladder. Oh, and she was having some chest pains, but the gallbladder pain can actually go up to your chest. So it's good that we found out because this poor woman is also dealing with Crohn's. So she's got Crohn's. Then she has her gallbladder. So she had her gallbladder removed Tuesday. So I was supposed to work 5 to 9 this morning, but they asked if I would come in for the afternoon. So I'm actually going in for 1:30 till 6. I have beef stew already on the stove.
I know, it smells good.
Already done. I'll turn it off before I leave and take probably about an hour and a half trek home. Cutting through Boston. Yeah. I won't do it often, but this was something everybody was helping out. Everybody's sacrificed. And then tomorrow we're not recording because I'll be actually working 5 in the morning till at least 4 in the afternoon. I may stay later because I found out that Cam is taking a half a day, so I don't have to worry about the boys.
Oh, cool.
So I may stay later and help out because I get money for it.
Money is good.
Because next month my schedule is only every other week, but I did notice a pattern of hers, and she's got 4 people on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and only 3 on Thursday and Friday. So I'm going to say, hey, can you put me on Thursday and Friday, and we'll make it 4 for each day.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
So we'll see. And again, I'm planning on taking my exam the end of September, and I'll put my
good for you. I'm
resume into places. I know.
So,
so those are my crushes and heartbreaks. A small little heartbreak. My oldest is upstairs with a slight fever.
Yeah.
Zachary had one last week. It's just a slight little viral. It's a fever that comes and goes. I don't know why.
Just a bug. Summer bug.
Yeah.
Bottles and bling.
Yeah, nothing for me.
Yeah, I got my Fiber Revival stuff. So, of course, Jess Lou, who was at Fiber Revival, made this little miniature Star Trek Enterprise bag, and I had to buy it because it's Star Trek Enterprise bag. and it has space inside. So it kind of matches with my big Star Trek bag, which is why, and I'm like, if you make anything else in Star Trek and I see it, I can't help myself. I didn't even want another box. I told her I don't even want this bag.
How many bags, in general, all of your bags, how many bags do you have?
Would we be talking about knitting bags specifically?
Yes.
Or would we be talking about all the bags that I own?
No.
Knitting bags? Probably have about 30.
That's it? I would have thought more.
No. I have about 30. I love bags, though.
I know you do.
And I'm using them all. I can hardly
I
ever find one. I'm not using this right now because I just got it. And there's her little button.
Her little V?
Yeah, the V. I love
like
it.
that one.
Yeah.
Oh, the button. I'm thinking of the
there's bag
zipper
jewelry.
pull. Yeah.
It's not a zipper pull. It's bag jewelry.
Sorry, Jess. Can you see the button? Oh, yeah.
Unity wants to live here. Yeah, I love this bag. So thank you, Jessalou, for letting me buy another one of your bags that you made, knowing that I would fall for it like a sucker. Actually, I took it and I was buying it, and some lady was like, I saw that and I changed my mind. I wanted it. I was like, too bad.
Sucker.
You snooze, you lose, people.
Yes.
So that's number one. The other thing that I got, I don't know if I showed it last time, but I did personal shopping for Lois at New Hampshire Sheep and Wool. She wanted something from Spunky Eclectic. Our friend Amy.
She didn't like it?
She loved it. But I loved it too. And after I bought it for her, because she gave me money to buy her things. After I bought it for her, I took it home and I was like, I wish I could have had that for myself. There were only 2 of them. And Amy from Spunky Eclectic told me that it is a limited edition thing. She did it. It's a breast cancer awareness thing that she did. That's why it has pink in it. And she only has a little bit left, so it's discontinued. So I was like, well, I'm never going to get it. Well, didn't she have 2 more? And I was like, I think you just tell me it's discontinued so that I keep buying it. But she said she has some. I mean, she still has some dyed up. It's just every time she goes, she puts a couple in. And it was hidden, so I didn't see it when I first went in her booth. But then I was in Jess's booth, which she was using one side of Amy's grid wall, and I could see it through. And I was like, dang! But is it the
No, it's not Catering day. Catering day.
Catering day.
Somebody looks like they're getting oil.
This is called Malala, and it is in Comb Top BFL, and I love that hot pop of hot pink with all the natural colors. And Lois is actually spinning hers right now, and it's gorgeous.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, when we were up there. So I'm so glad I bought some for myself. I was not planning on buying anything at Fiber Revival, but I got sucked into those 2 things because I couldn't resist. So that's my Fiber Revival stuff. Knitting's My Bag had a bag update, and when I saw this mustache bag, I could not resist. So I got sucked into buying that too. I love her bags, though.
They're good.
They're so good, and I love mustaches. So this is a mustache bag, and she's introducing a new style of bag that I'm going to show you.
I'd say that's a bag that would go in a bag almost.
It is. It's a yarn bag. It's not meant to be a project bag. And it has 2 grommets on either side. So if you're alternating skeins for a sweater or doing color work, you put one skein out this side and the other skein out this side and draw the string over it. And that way your 2 skeins won't keep getting tangled.
Right.
And this is a great idea. And I found there's another colorwork sweater that I saw. Twist Collective came out. It has flowers on it. So pretty. And I'm thinking I might make that. Or when I do Hero. And I'm going to use this bag. So I will tell you how I like it when I try it out. But I love it. And it will fit right in your regular size project bag. So that's awesome.
It's a cute mustache bag.
And I know that mustache bag is so cute. I was like, dang, I never mean to buy anything because I have so many of Lois's bags. Lois and Jess, I have so many of their bags. But again, when I saw the mustaches, I was like, oh, crud, I'm going to have to buy it. So the last thing that I have for Bubbles and Bling is we got a 20% off coupon from Barnes & Noble. And my husband and I, we had 2 of them actually. 20% off on any item. So I went in and I picked up Amy Herzog's Knit to Flatter. And I know that people have reviewed this book. It's really great. It has a lot of different sweater styles. It tells you what flatters your body type and how to adjust things so that you can make sweaters that look great on you. And I think
I'll
that
have to
this
borrow
is...
it. I really do want to make myself a sweater.
I know, and there are so many great sweaters in this. So, yeah, I'm really excited about that. I kind of like this binding, too. It reminds me of ribbon.
Yes.
See?
Yeah.
It's like a little pink ribbon. It's a little flat binding. I love it. So, and I got it for $5 off. So, even better. And these are the body types that she talks about, all different body types. So you figure out what body type you are, and she tells you what kind of sweater shape flatters you and how to alter things. So
Cool.
Pretty cool. Amy Herzog was at Fiber Revival, by the way. I saw her, but I didn't speak with her. She's a friend of Julia's, but I don't know Amy Herzog personally, so I didn't talk to her. Mm-hmm. She was sitting in the same group of spinners that I was with for a while. So that's it. And you have a book review.
I do have a book review because I don't have any baubles and blings. So we were given... ouch. Sorry. Sitting in one position, my butt hurt. We were given Knits for Dolls, and I looked through it, and my son looked through it.
He likes dolls. Now he wants an American Girl doll.
He wants an American Girl doll because of the hair. He is so into hair. He's got to... I'm going to have to push him into
He's going to be a hairdresser.
He's got to be. He likes long hair on his dolls himself, but he's got curls and doesn't want to deal with it. Anyways, so he was looking at it, wanted me to knit a whole bunch of things, but can you knit them for my Barbie dolls? I'm like, yeah, I'm not knitting at all, period, so I don't think I'm knitting for Barbie dolls.
Yeah, and sizing these are all for American Girl doll size dolls, so 18-inch dolls.
18-inch
so
dolls.
It would be, you'd have to rewrite the pattern to size it down for a Barbie.
I looked through this, and you have
Super
anything
cute.
from a simple knit, garter stitch all the way around, knit all the way around, that's so cute, to a little bit more of a complex knit, and I didn't bookmark anything, and I apologize, but like this. This is with lace. Really pretty. So I looked through it. They use Lion Brand, Red Heart,
the kind of things that you would be okay giving
but they
your
also
daughter
use
to play with.
Debbie Bliss, wool, silk. I mean, it goes the gamut of, if your daughter plays with these dolls, you can use the less expensive. If you're someone who likes to dress up the dolls, like
those Blythe dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there are people who collect these and they keep
like
them
JD
pristine.
likes to knit up for her Blythe dolls,
right,
just for display. You can do that as well. There's some really cute patterns here. There's also they have little candies, and they have a little recipe for a couple of things in the back, which I thought was cute.
Little accessories.
Sweets for the sweet. They give you 3 little recipes. They have little bling. They give you accessories.
Here, show the jewelry one. They show you how to make different kinds of jewelry for you.
Well, they don't necessarily show you, but they show how you can add bling. They don't show you how to make them.
Oh.
But they, the typical knit background, how to do the Kitchener,
how to
embroidery stitches, how to do pom-poms, how to do a little bit of beading, an I-cord. So they don't really go into how to knit because I think it's under the assumption you know how to knit when you're doing this. They do the duplicate stitching, but the yarn goes from lace. They use silk. Like I said, it goes the gamut. Silk, lace, cotton. They do some fun yarn with the pom-pom fun yarn and the fun fur yarn.
Yeah, to give some added...
Yeah, some added textures. I mean, they also use Cascade's cotton fixation for things, which is great. There's a pattern here for a doll sock.
Oh, cute.
And if anyone has those, what are they, 18-inch dolls?
Yeah.
They know the calves are really thick, so they actually start from the top, and you can see the calf shaping, and then you go into the decrease into the heel.
That's cute.
It's really cute.
I saw a cute hat in here.
There's an adorable little hat. I just want to try and find the socks real quick. See, here's some of the fun yarn with the little ballerina.
That's cute.
It's really cute. And the tulle is so simple. Some fun fur. And here's the socks. See the shaping on the calf?
Yeah.
But they do have this adorable little hat in the colors. It's a really cute thing. It's not something that I would use because I don't have an American Girl doll. And
this is the hat that I like.
The little owl hat.
Owl hat. So
and
cute.
In all honesty, I'd really have to be into it to take the time to knit something like this. I don't know.
But I
like this one.
I have two nieces and one niece on the way. So this would be a great thing to do for Christmas gifts for their dolls.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely start early. There's a little, they have a pattern for a baby blanket, a doll blanket. The Afghan is approximately 15 inches.
Yeah.
So, but if you wanted to, you can make a couple of these and put them together to make a baby blanket.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's really cute. 15 inches.
It has a little castle on it.
Lion Brand Van is sequins. So, I mean, you use this one. I'm not familiar with the names of the companies. Tilly Thomas Symphony Lace.
Tilly Thomas.
That's mohair, silk, nylon.
Yeah, they use a lot of specialty yarns, things that you might have lying around your stash that you don't want to make a whole project out of, but would be really great for these, or leftovers that you have in your stash.
This is a really cute little shawl that they did for.
I love that. I love how is that in...
I want to say Poems, but I'm not. Crystal Palace Mini Mochi.
Mini Mochi, I was going to say, it looks like a Mini Mochi. That's a cute book.
It's a really adorable book. Look at this little purse for the doll.
Oh, that's so cute.
And here she is holding it so that you get an idea of the size. And I love the little skirt, too.
I know, that's a cute outfit.
It's a really cute book. Simple stitches, nothing too complex. You can make it how you want it. A little cable sweater.
So there are things that are really easy and simple, and things that are
really
more
complicated, like lacy.
That would be a really technical
duplicate
piece.
stitching.
Yeah.
There's a couple of duplicate stitching with the daisy stitch. But it's a really nice, cute little book. I wouldn't use it. Would you use it?
I would use it to make gifts for my niece. I have 3 nieces. Well, 2 and 1 on the way.
2.5.
2.5. So if they have and I would make something for my daughter. I know that I would use it. My daughter would love something from this book. It retails for $19.95 in the United States and $21.95 in Canada, and it is by Nicky Epstein.
It's an adorable book.
It is super
if I had
adorable.
A girl that, if I had a doll that I wanted to knit for, I would, but my son, his dolls tend to be naked, so.
Yeah, my daughter has a lot of American Girl stuff for her dolls. She has 2 American Girl dolls, plus an American itty bitty baby or whatever they're called. So I would use it. I might take this home with me.
Please do, because if you can use it.
Because, yeah, like I said, I have a daughter and 3 nieces.
Do you have a daughter? I didn't know that.
All right, so that's a great book.
It's a really great book. If you do like knitting for the dolls, I would highly recommend it.
Yeah.
It's got some great projects that look easy enough.
How big are those big Blythes? I don't know if that would translate over to Blythe.
No, well, because I think Blythe, it may be as tall, but they're skinny.
Weirder,
they're not.
They're more
of a Barbie doll figure in the sense of.
So it's cool.
Yeah.
Gossip and innuendo. You go first.
All right,
We have 2 charities that we're going to talk about.
I have a charity that is near and dear to my heart. It's Walk for the Jimmy Fund. And Melissa, also known as Melia Bella from the His and Her podcast, and I'm sorry to say, Melissa, I don't even know if you're still doing that.
They've moved their stuff over onto iTunes.
Okay.
But I don't know if they've recently recorded. But you can still get her podcast on iTunes, and she has a group on Ravelry called His and Hers podcast.
Right. So she just finished a few weeks ago, about a month ago, the 3-day walk for the cure for the breast cancer walk. It was 60 miles in 3 days, and her team raised over $24,000. Now that's a team of 14 members.
Yeah, so they all
they're together. So they raised $24,000. Well, she's got a team that's walking on September 8th in the 25th annual Boston Marathon Jimmy Fund Walk. And what they do is they walk 13.1 miles,
which is
a half marathon, and she needs to raise at least $300. And she's walking with her teammate Tina, whose daughter passed away last August from neuroblastoma, which is a type of cancer. So the Jimmy Fund helped Zachary out quite a bit. That's where we went to the Jimmy Fund Clinic, which is in Dana-Farber.
Yeah.
So the money is going to be going towards Jimmy Fund and Dana-Farber for cancer research.
Which is great. It's a great charity.
We'll post this on our thread or link to Melissa's blog donation. It's www.jimmyfundwalk.org. /2013 /Meliabella, MELIABELLA. And what she's doing is, for anyone who makes a donation, they'll be entered into a prize drawing. So I think the minimum they're asking for is $13.1, which is half
$1 a mile or whatever
yeah.
it is.
And so some of the prizes are a bag from Knitting's My Bag, yarn from Another Crafty Girl, a project bag by Tangerine Designs of $25 of your choice, winner's choice of Desert Vista Dye Works, $25 gift certificate to Wolf Farms, which is the soaps and creams from Dawn.
I love that lotion from Dawn.
$20 or less from Great Lakes Hand Dyed Yarns, Vesper Sock and the Boogeyman colorway. Isn't that?
Oh yeah, I think we have
from
Boogeyman.
Diane from Knittables is donating a Vesper sock.
It looks like this.
And it looks like that. And I am entering a donation of myself.
This is a big prize, people.
Wilmy's. It's the La Digitessa or Digitessa colorway. So I'm giving this to Melissa to donate. Actually, I'm keeping it, and she'll give me the winner, and I'll mail it out. So that's my charity, and again, it's near and dear to my heart.
This is very close to Sheila's heart
because of my little guy.
Yeah.
So if you could help out in any way you can, we'd greatly appreciate it.
And you get a chance to win fabulous prizes. Yeah. So that's awesome. So.
And the next charity.
So Allison Ziegler, also known as a Texas Yarn, is releasing a sock pattern, or has released a sock pattern. It's called A Little Help from My Friends, and it is a really pretty lacy sock pattern that is knit in fingering weight. That one that I just showed you was in Cascade paints, and I think this is just regular Cascade. And the pattern is available for $5, but 50% of the pattern proceeds are going to be donated to the Bladder Cancer Advocacy Network, BACN, in honor of her friend Betty. She was inspired by her friend who learned in March that she has stage 4 bladder cancer. And she has a really poor prognosis.
Stage 4 is pretty much the worst.
It is. So her friend Betty has been relying heavily on her family and friends for support, and they were doing everything they can to get her through the diagnosis and the treatments. And this is one way of showing support. The money is going to go to the Bladder Cancer Advocacy Network in the name of her friend Betty. So she says the twisted stitches and an easy-to-memorize lace pattern in this cuff-down pattern symbolize how we unite together to offer support to our friends in a time of need. The lacy portion of the design represents the times when we are in need of support, as well as our openness to receive. But the center of each of these lacy columns is a solid core which serves to remind us that we still have our own inner strength that can get us through just about anything life might throw our way. The twisted stitch columns represent the strength we give to others in need. That little bit of support that helps us get by during difficult times with a little help from our friends. I think it's a really sweet representation of friendship and a wonderful thing that she's doing for her friend. And it's $5. So if you want to put a little money in the pocket of the Bladder Cancer Network, and the great thing about this is you can knit the socks for one of your friends for Christmas or for a gift. It's a really pretty pattern, looks like a lot of fun, and it's just got, I love the sentiment behind it. Yeah. So I'm going to link to that as well, the pattern, and the I'll do a link to the Bladder Cancer Advocacy Network so that you can also learn more about the charity. And the last thing is that we have some upcoming events. I'm not going to go through them again, but they are listed in the show notes every week, the dates and the ones that we're going to attend. I'm attending Rhinebeck with Sheila, and then I'm not, probably just me going to the Fiber Festival and Stitches East, although I'm trying to get my friend Kathy to come with me.
Oh, okay.
So, and other people if you want to meet up.
All right.
So,
that's it.
Go out in the world, do some good this week, donate to one of these causes
Jimmy Fund
if you have the money or the time. And thank you for watching.
You guys have a good week. Knit with Heart.
Bye.
See you next week.